Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. Fifth in the NFL in passing yards last year, was better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it, even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
On first down, Ryan. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Tyler Lockett on the return.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
He's brought down by Deion.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down, Gordon. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Gordon's pass.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? operating from the gun. Gordon going for Metcalf on the deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
To DK Metcalf.
That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, Gordon. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A gain of 7.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Here's Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
It is good.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Well, the Falcon offense ready to go here. And last season for them, Charles, a 7-9 finish. And not too many talking about the Falcons in the lead up to 2020. Certainly all the focus in the NFC South has gone to Tampa Bay and New Orleans. And could this team, do they surprise folks and jump into contention for the division title?
They certainly believe so, and they feel like they should have been in contention the last couple of seasons. Remember, they went 6-2 over the last half of last season. So they thought they were starting to figure things out, and now they acquired Todd Gurley to help run the football. But defensively, they've got to get a pass rush. Just 28 sacks last year, 2nd fewest in the league. Vic Beasley's now in Tennessee. They need Tack McKinley to rush the passer, and can they get the big output out of Dante Fowler, who they acquired this offseason?
2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A gain of 5. 1st down, Atlanta.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Ryan, out stride.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, the Seahawks going to work here once again offensively. You look back to last year, Charles, 11-5, the final tally. They got a playoff win in Philly before falling in Green Bay. And look, we've sat here and talked about this team year after year. Could this be the year that they fall off? And every year, they seem to go out and make the playoffs. So I guess I ask you yet again, CD, could this be the year that they fall off?
Well, it certainly could, but I don't believe it will be, because this is a franchise that knows how to continue to upgrade their roster. Witness Jamal Adams coming in from the Jets in a big-time trade. They gave up 2 first-round picks for him, but in their style of defense, that safety is so important, and Jamal Adams may be the best in the game. So this is a team that always is thinking about winning and winning big. Jamal Adams represents that, and oh yeah, on the other side of the ball, they got a quarterback by the name of Russell Wilson, who keeps you in each and every game. What was their record last year in games decided by 8 points or less? I think they were 10-2.
10-2. Yeah, 10-2. Think about that. So 11-5. You know, they could become 3-13, but I don't think that would happen.
I don't see that happening at all. It's a very mentally tough, aware team that likes to compete, and they're always going to be in the thick of a race.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 4th down, ready to punt. Michael Dixon. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
16-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54 Mike. Check.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gordon. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
A gain of 9.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This complete to Lockett. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game, because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
33-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Gordon. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Gordon. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Gordon. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the defense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Operating from the gun. Gordon. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Seahawks.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off the bootleg. Gordon. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And the Seahawks.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Gordon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Gordon. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there, and it's 3rd and short.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Gordon. And he's got Lockett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Gordon, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Gordon. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Another carry now for Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, it's Carson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Carson, the Seahawks.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside
It's a gain of
and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Gordon. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gordon toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They run again with Carson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ryan to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Blake. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Throwing now is Ryan. Complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and 20. Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
14.
So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded right around the 8. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.